Despite Hamburg's terrible performance at midweek in losing at home to local rival St. Pauli, the stadium, the Intec Arena, was still full for the visit of local North German rivals Werder Bremen. Ruud van Nistelrooy dropped to the bench by coach Armin Fee. Would it make a difference? One or two changes in the Hamburg side. David Jarolim also relegated to the bench. Bremen, the visitors, in green. There is David Jarolim, not too happy about being made a reserve. Hamburg taking the game to the visitors right from the start. That was a good interception by Mertesacker. Armin Fee under a bit of pressure. Hamburg 7th in the table and hoping at the start of this season, certainly for a Europa League spot, possibly Champions League. Bremen almost taking the lead. A great shot coming in from Clemens Fritz, pushed forward by Thomas Schaaf into a midfield role, bringing the best out of Frank Rost. Thomas Schaaf looks a worried man these days. His side 14th in the table, only 1 point above Wolfsburg and a relegation playoff spot. Bremen, no win in their last 6 away games. And they've conceded 27 goals on opponents' grounds. Only Mönchengladbach with the worst defence. That a perfect example of the defensive problems. It resulted in Hamburg taking the lead through Mladen Petric. Armin Fee doesn't look too happy, and Thomas Schaaf as glum as ever. Petric is 7th of the season, scored 3 minutes from half-time, and he took it brilliantly. The pass almost slightly behind the Croatian international. Well, with freezing temperatures, who else will be eating ice cream? Into the second half. 62 minutes played already. Bremen unable to clear the ball, and from an excellent position, Paulo Guerrero can only blast the ball over the bar. There's no offside, as we see in the slow-motion replay. Guerrero should have done better. 2 minutes later, Hamburg now with their tails up. A mistake by Mertesacker. The ball pushed into the middle. Guerrero makes it 2-0. But Sebastian Prödl furious with the referee for allowing the goal, because he reckons he had his heels clipped by the Peruvian striker. Guerrero taps it in and the referee gives the goal. But should it have been allowed? It looked beautifully worked. Prödl indignant. And we get an even better look here, and we see that the Guerrero's challenge really was illegal. Thomas Schaaf unmoved. 2-0 for the home side. Bremen at the other end. Shot blasted over the bar by Dominik Schmidt. Schmidt in the side because of the thigh injury to Claudio Pizarro. Bremen putting Hamburg out of the Cup and the Europa League semi-finals last season, but this time they were truly on the rack themselves. The pass from Denis Aogo, the shot from Guerrero, goal number 4 for the man from South America. By this time, the Hamburg fans had forgotten all about that dismal performance in midweek, and indeed, the home side needed to do a lot of rehabilitation work. Magnificently taken by Guerrero, who just toe-ends the ball in. No chance for Mielitz. Standing in goal, of course, for the suspended Visa. There was worse to come for Bremen, who by now were looking a very sorry outfit. Pietroipa, his shot taking a deflection off Frings. Good save from Mielitz. That was 6 minutes from the end. 87 minutes gone. Zé Roberto with a great ball to the substitute. In is Ben Hatira. Amazing skills. Goal number 4 for Hamburg. By this time, the home crowd were quite delirious. But look at the quality of that ball. And indeed, at the skill shown by Ben Hatira. His first goal of the season. Clipping it over the last defender. And no wonder he's delighted. A fine strike. But spare a thought for Torsten Frings. In the twilight of his career, 34 years of age, he's won everything in the game. And now he's part of a Bremen side that's falling apart. Hamburg, well, they are now back on track. Their fans have forgiven them. And let's face it, it was a superb performance. Bremen's Per Mertesacker, the rest of his team, and also Coach Sharp, of course, totally deflated. And the great news for the Hamburg fans after that 4-0 win was that Frank Arnesen may be coming from Chelsea to take over as Director of Sport.